Welcome back, everybody. It is Thursday, August 7th. It's 4 p.m. Central Time. We're live, and we're here to talk about Byron Black, Tennessee, been sentenced to death for murdering his girlfriend and her two kids 37 years ago. But Byron has a pacemaker with a defibrillator, and that might cause some pain. So maybe it's my vlog. All right. Welcome back. We have Red Wemette today. And Red,
no balls. Adam over here.
so look, we're going to talk about, and it's unconventional. We usually don't go live today, but hey, what the hell? So Byron Black, Tennessee man, and he murdered his girlfriend or his fiance, I think, and two daughters.
But that was after he killed her husband.
That's right. After he killed the husband. That's right. And then out of jealousy, he killed her and the two kids. But he's got a pacemaker because in jail, they give him a pacemaker with a defibrillator in it. So this is, if in case his heart stops, it'll start it back up. So
they're concerned that his heart, which they're trying to stop permanently, if it gets stopped, it's gonna fibrillate and make him right.
It could hurt him.
Oh, pain. Pain? Can it be more than a bullet?
So, I mean, he murdered two little girls, 6 and 9 years old.
Can it be more painful than that?
There he is. What do you think? He's smiling in the picture.
I know. See that? I really think that they should have taken a jumper cable and put it on his chest. One over here, just, that would have done it. But no, he had lethal injection.
So the lethal injection stuff, this is how John Wayne Gacy went, by the way, is lethal injection. By the way, hello, everybody. I see you guys in the comments. We are live right now. Hit the like button. I mean, we're not talking about the Chicago mob today. We're doing the exact opposite. We're talking about this guy because for 37 years he's been in prison, and at least the good people of Tennessee have been paying for him to be sitting in prison. And there, I mean, here, the NC, North Carolina, is that right? North Carolina coalition. Yeah. Coalition for Alternatives to the Death Penalty. The North Carolina Alternatives. Tennessee has executed Byron Black. He was the 28th person executed in the U.S. and the second person executed in Tennessee this year. Rest in peace, Byron. We remember your life and mourn your execution.
Where are they holding the celebration of life?
Like, what? Did they really post that? They really posted this, man.
Mm-hmm.
We mourn your execution. What about the four people, rather, right?
They're dead already. We can't do anything about that. They're gone.
That's unbelievable. So unbelievable. It's unbelievable that I was scrolling through newsfeed today when I saw this story, and I thought, well, isn't that kind of remarkable? Like, why would you? It's almost like you want to know, all right, they didn't do a lethal injection. Why did they come in with the alcohol swab, and why do they clean it off the spot before?
They don't want you to get infected.
They're giving you a lethal injection. Why would they want to clean that spot off?
They got to do it by the book. And
Come on.
When have you ever saw a medical person not give you a swab with I guess they do in what do you call it? So in emergencies, when they're in the ambulance, they don't look for a swab. They just go ahead and jab you.
I suppose when it's important, it's important. Jim Magnifici, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you today. Michael Warden. Hello, Adam and Wemette. He was born in that same year. that my late mother was born, she would have demanded me to address Red as Mr. Wemette. He was born that same year. Okay. So 27 states have the death penalty, according to Tim Perrone. 27 out of 50. It's more than half.
Yeah, well, I think California ducked out. That's for sure. They don't kill nobody out there.
No, they have it here in Nevada. That one YouTuber that just shot the other YouTuber the other day, they're trying to give him the death penalty as well.
Believe me, we have it here in Florida. Ask Ted Bundy.
Oh, yeah. Ted Bundy. So what? And that girl, the serial killer girl.
And when's the last? I think they just killed somebody not too long ago. Oh, they didn't kill them. They executed them.
Oh,
big difference. Big difference between killing and executing.
Yes. So do you what are your thoughts on this? I mean, does the guy, does he, there's those people became famous. What should they do? Do they have
It's already over. I mean, what do you do about it? You just raise a big.
No, I mean, it's done. They did it, but do you think it was right? Guy screamed out, said, it hurts while he was dying.
I give him something to bite on. You know, something he can bite on. Hold it. Put this between your teeth.
Aileen Wormus, thank you very much, Chris. 328. We share the same birthday. Eileen Wormus, and she was.
We hold the record. Did you know that? I'm looking right now. We hold the record here in Florida. We've had 9 executions this year. 9. Florida carries out record 9th execution by this year by putting a man convicted of killing his family. This is a white man. I should make it
crazy. Oh, there's the family. There's the cousins. They're out there with their justice served signs and justice served shirts. They were the cousins of the lady and the two kids. Yeah. See, look at this. Mary Seymour. Byron Black has a severe intellectual disability with an IQ below 70. If he was sentenced today, he would not be eligible for the death penalty. When does healing for the families begin when the system continues to brutalize? We're contributing to the cycle of violence in our world. Invest in reform, communities, prevention, and education. Life, not death. Wow, man. Byron's going to Tennessee. Flo, you're right. Florida, 819. Florida, 828. They do it injection down there. Utah's got a firing squad. They got a firing squad out here in Utah?
Yep. You got a choice. You got a choice in Utah.
Firing squad.
Mm-hmm. Utah is very primal.
I would say. Elizabeth. She got out of YouTube prison. Getting all political. It's funny how their standards changed with the last election. Oh, you know, it's
funny about it, Elizabeth. There's nothing funny about it at all. It's
no. What you did, like, it's funny that nowadays he would be. See, if he was sentenced today, that he wouldn't be eligible. They just lowered the standard. That's all. They've just said, well, you could be this, unintelligent and still suffer the. I don't know. It's crazy. Wouldn't be eligible though. Yeah. So,
who's this? Who's this?
Who's what? Hey,
Elizabeth.
check out what they did to Dana Rivers, who butchered 2 black lesbians, their black son, burned their house with pets inside. He's in a woman's prison now.
Oh, I saw that on. It was
whoa! What rabbit hole are you sending me down here? What are you doing to me? Don't.
Dana Rivers.
Oh man! All right, here I go.
She's in California.
You think so?
Yeah, she just said so. We put murders in women's prison here in California.
Trans activist Dana Rivers has been found guilty of murdering 2 women and their son. No men's and women's prisons. What?
Yeah.
No, what?
Yep.
How is it that it knows? How is it that it knows exactly what I'm looking for when I pull this? It's just like, wait a minute.
Because it hears you talking.
It's gotta be. It's gotta
Thank
be.
you,
Right?
Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's Joan Rivers. Yeah. So mad at the person. Every trans legitimacy to one of the most depraved things ever. Hate that person so much. That's crazy. I don't know what the hell that, but okay. Yeah.
California was inclusive.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
I Robert, is Adam considered a serial killer of words? I suppose I am, because I take breaks in between. You know what I mean? As I butcher them up, and then I have a cool down period. So it could be. Chris, thank you, Adam. That we do. Elizabeth said her name first, though. Sam DiStefano. Adam, how old are you? I am 48 years old.
He lied.
No, I am. I'm 48.
He lied.
I didn't lie. 48 this year. I'm 48 and a half almost, right? Man, time goes by.
He's grabbing that 49. He's afraid to say it.
Right? It's not the Stefano. It's the Stefano. See, I butcher all of them. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe this. Sean Pender, how's it going, man? Good to see you. We put sex murderers in women's prison here in California, San Francisco, California, of course. That's crazy. I am sorry. That's pretty nuts. So,
sorry, it is nuts.
It's absolutely insane.
I'm sorry, that's nuts.
It's insane, right?
What's it for?
Murderer. I know what I'm going to do with the sex murderer. I'm going to put the sex murderer in with the girls. Because sex murderer says that it's a girl. I don't know. That to me is just a little.
An argument of a transsexual could be considered he said, she said.
He said she said. Ron Roos, that's funny. Oh, God. Too funny.
How you doing, buddy?
Nice. 2 shows this week. Dave Grimpy. Hey, Bill Stacks. What's going on, man? Guys, go check out Chatting with Stacks if you haven't seen Bill's show. He's got a fun show. He has a bunch of different people on and done different topics. So,
and I remember when he used to put his tongue in his cheek when he used to talk about his life.
Hey.
He's a recovered alcoholic. He's a recovered alcoholic guy.
There you go.
He was an alcoholic. He had a rough time of it.
Day at a time, Bill.
Getting a boat on the Mississippi River, getting himself killed. He had all kinds of problems.
Good to hear you're doing great, Bill. So back to this Byron Black. They're gonna kill him. They're injecting him with chemicals that are gonna stop his heart.
It's over. It's done.
They killed him. I know they did, but they just in his heart, this implant's gonna keep hitting him while his heart's
reviving him. It's gonna revive him.
Why don't they just go in and turn it off?
He's gonna die maybe 3 times, and he's gonna suffer in between. Now, isn't that fair? I mean, he killed 3 people, right? Didn't they suffer? Or was it instantaneous?
I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this, Red.
It's not even equal justice. They didn't know it was coming. He knows it's coming. He knows it's on the menu today. If they didn't get up in the morning and say, well, I think we get shot today, or I'm going to get killed. Doesn't even say how they were killed. They could have had a machete and he could have cut their throats.
Oh, man. Okay.
They could have bled out.
Yeah. How did Byron Black...
I can see them little kids right now saying, Mommy.
Well, stop, man. I'm asking. I'm finding out what he did. He was murdered. He murdered him.
Oh, no. Yeah, they were here. He came in. They're dead. He murdered them. Your Honor, I want a continuance.
Red, you can't laugh about this, man. Can't talk about murder and laugh, man. What the hell is that?
What is there a log? Is that?
He shot him while they were sleeping or attempting to flee.
He didn't even give a good night's sleep. This guy is, and he didn't. Oh, come on. You talking about equal justice here? No.
Died within 3 to 10 minutes. At least Lakeisha Clay was found with the 2 gunshot wounds in it.
She
Likely
she must have squirmed. She must have squirmed.
All right, so the guy did this heinous shit. Now they want to kill him. They want to inject him, and they said this is going to hurt. Who cares if it hurts? It's not supposed to. Yeah, no kidding. Poor. They must have been so frightened. Imagine. So you know.
Can you imagine your daughter getting shot one time and then a second time? A second time, you had to do a what do they call that? Coup de grace, where they go in the second time? Because it didn't kill her.
You know what they should do? They should do like they do in Singapore.
I can't tell you what they should do because YouTube won't let me. But what they should do, I got a great idea what they should have done with Byron. I know exactly what they should have done with Byron.
So they should set him in a cell, and then they should make him just sit there and just wait, and then not tell him when it's going to happen.
Just like they do in Russia. They got a hole in the wall in Russia in their cells, and you just live in that hole. You make your sentence is called life, but you don't know when your life's going to end. And so sometimes they put their hand over the hole, so you think it's 10, but it's really not. It's just a hand. They send you food and everything, and when you least expect it, because they're watching you the whole time, a little 9mm comes through. You're dead. Never saw it coming.
That's what they do in Russia in the Gulag, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. That's just there you go. Joshua Allen Marshall. Eye for an eye. Michael Worden, according to that search result, said the last death penalty prisoner be hold on.
Be who?
I don't know. The last death penalty. Oh, the search result. Nitrogen gas. Are you talking about the screen?
That's nitrous oxide. That's nitrous oxide. That's all.
Nitrogen gas. Firing squad's what I caught in Utah, but Alabama has nitrogen gas.
That's what the dentist used when you go halfway asleep. Are you asleep now? Just let your hand go down. Then when you stop, your heart stops. That's it. You breathed in too much nitrogen oxide. It's not bad a way to go at all. You go to sleep. Nothing.
Yeah, I almost died from carbon monoxide inhalation. Gabe on the show today. Gabe was on the show yesterday. Gabe, I almost died from that. I had my roommate back the car up to the front. This is going to explain a lot when I tell you this story. He backed the car up to right to my bedroom door, and literally I was inside sleeping I was on a couch at the time, and the room filled up with carbon monoxide. I woke up and I didn't know where I was. I was all like discombobulated and shit. I went out, my eyes were beet red. I mean, so red, like.
What has that got to do with a black woman and 2 children?
Sorry. So anyway, it killed a lot of brain cells. I'm just explaining that to you. You know, that was one of the reasons that I'm a little slow. So, all right, stop the execution of Byron Black in Tennessee. Take action. Yes. Join the March for Mercy. He's disabled. He's physically and intellectually. He relies on a wheelchair, oxygen, and a pacemaker to stay alive. A judge ordered his defibrillator turned off before Tennessee kills him. If you believe in the death penalty, Byron should be exempt. Executing him is a choice, and it's a cruel one, Red. Oh, want a new execution method? What was that?
This guy's right, Dr. Shu.
Nitrogen asphyxiation. Nitrogen is an inert gas and simply displaces oxygen. Basically, you go to sleep. Yeah, that's it. You're
no pain at all.
Your
Painless.
your red blood cells can't have new oxygen attaching to it because the red blood cells get all attached with nitrogen, and then you lack of oxygen to the brain, and that's it. So yes. Would these people, well, hold on, would these people still say that if it was their children? Christine.
No.
If it was their children that were killed. Or if
I don't know. I don't.
If Christina's saying if Byron was your kid, would you still say that Byron should be executed?
What did I tell you before we went on the air? If I was guilty of this from yesterday, I don't want one appeal. I don't want to live a year. I don't want to wait, 36 years, 37 years? I don't want to wait that long. Get it over with. If you got to shoot me 10 times in the chest, get it over with. If I got to squirm, run, scream, holler, and say, Mama, I don't care. Get it over with.
Oh, yeah, the people trying to stop the execution. No, totally. Christina, yeah. Let me scroll back up.
They're just as bad as the demonstrators that demonstrate about wars and other things that they demonstrate about. What's that guy's name? George Floyd? Or they demonstrate about other things. The truth of the matter is they're demonstrating for a cause that's worthless. So this guy is worthless. Or he was, he is now.
So earlier today, this is on the 4th of August, a few days ago, Byron Black's son, he had a son, Samson, and Samson delivered more than 5,000 petitions from the death penalty action signers to try and petition his father's death penalty. So Christina,
I can get 5,000 people to sign a petition easy. All you got to do is go to Cabrini Green. You get 5,000. Like that. It's over.
Okay. Nevada and New Mexico once had the gas chamber. I didn't know that, Ron Roos. Michael Warden, sorry for the goofs from my side. Clarence Ray Allen was the last California prisoner to be executed at the now former San Quentin out here in California. That was the last one. Okay, gotcha. And that was back in 2006. That's what he was saying earlier.
That's not bad.
So it's been 20 years almost, 19 years since they had one out there. But
get rid of Nukem, and then put the new law in place.
There you go. Why not? Guys, hit the like button if you're new in here. Hit the subscribe button if you want to hang out. Red and I are just screwing around like we always do. We like to talk about some current events, things that are going on. And
he likes to talk about stuff that's controversial. He's a very controversial man.
Me?
Yes.
No, I don't. So
he also lies a lot.
I never lied. All right.
Never in his life.
Never. I never exaggerated the truth. Come on. Who's done that? Who would do that? Who would do such a thing? So we're talking about Byron Black and his execution. Here in Texas, we have an express line.
Right through. That's all.
They don't sit around for 37.
Don't wait for the cashier on this one.
Let's pay for this.
You don't wait for the cashier on this one. You go through the express line.
Express line. Hey, Ryan Brown, thanks for the super sticker, buddy. In Alabama, they use nitrogen hypoxia.
Yep.
Put a mask on the condemned and replace oxygen with nitrogen. That's a way to go.
Ready by lights out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Do you feel a pulse? No. Check for a heartbeat.
Joshua Allen Marshall. What I was saying, Adam, if you want a new execution method, give me a gas mask and some Taco Bell. Oh my God. Whoa. What a way to go.
Mm.
He's only controversial pronunciations. Yeah.
You're talking about you. You.
You're talking about me. Oh my God. Just because I can't pronounce names. So, you know, one of them took 30. It says one of them even took 30. It says one of them took 30 minutes to die. All right. The 6-year-old and 9-year-old. So if he laid there for 10 minutes, man, you know what I mean? Because his pacemaker keeps hitting him.
They said every 2 minutes or something like that, 90 seconds. So he didn't even make it 10 minutes.
That's crazy. That's a second execution in 11 weeks. Within 11 weeks.
Looks like she knows it's coming. Did you look at the look on her face? Look at the woman.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's creepy, man. No, that's creepy, isn't it? She does. She doesn't look like she's something's bad happening.
What's she gonna do to me?
That's just bad. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, very bad.
Oh, stop, man. This should be on creepy.org. Oh, you know how they put up those creepy pictures and like, here's this person so many minutes before something bad happened to them. That's that picture right there. You're right. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. So, rest in peace, Byron. We mourn your execution. So I'm looking at this smug look.
Where's the celebration of life held at? At the rotunda?
Man, it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable.
Smile on his face. Do you see the smile on his face?
Yeah, this is a smirk.
Just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. Look at that smile. Does he look like he's suffering?
No.
He looks like he's a 6 foot tall man with a mustache and a smile on his face. And he also looks like he's losing his hair, so he's getting old. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
They did him a favor.
Oh boy, Ryan Brown. Look into the case of Rommel Broom. Rommel, what rabbit hole are we going down here?
I don't know.
Broom. Okay, so Rommel Broom.
Laura says he looks pleased with himself. He just had a wonderful dinner. I'm not going to go into this one. He had a wonderful dinner.
Pleased with himself. He does, though, doesn't he? In that picture, it's like
a lot of pride in his family.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of pride in his family.
He's pleased with himself. He does. All right, Rommel Broom brought me nothing, Ryan. So I'm sorry. I looked for it.
Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Wait. Elizabeth went down that hole.
Too many people died.
Something here. Did I spell it wrong? Rommel Broom, like a broom, yeah, like a push broom. Okay.
Now, my preferred method of death for people is not the lethal injection, and it's certainly not the gas chamber because you really choke and have a lot of problems with the gas chamber. And it's not old spark because not everybody pays their electric bill. But I remember watching videotapes that they don't have anymore. They won't show them to people of hangings. And they weren't that bad. They kicked a little bit when they got to the ground. They stunk a little bit.
I remember seeing a hanging. It went all over the internet, man, and it was Saddam Hussein.
That's right.
That's the last and the only one I think I've ever seen.
That's right.
But that happened in my lifetime. So
well, the one that was so important to me was I told you about Truman Capote wrote about it in Cold Blood. It happened in Kansas, and these two young men both were executed for killing a family in Kansas. And did they deserve it? Yeah. The one guy wasn't scared at all. The other guy was really crying all the way to the gallows. I mean, he went out kicking and screaming.
Oh, stop it! Yeah, John McShane. Man, you just brought up Simon said this in forever. Faces of Death. Do you remember those videos that came out in the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
VHS, and you could rent them at
Rommel Broom It only has 1 million in the first name. I don't know what that means.
Rommel has 1M. There we go. That's the problem. And Zan, y'all, the broom thing worked. Nope. Rommel Broom. Here we go. Holy mother of Lord. Rommel Broom. This is on creepy.org. I just said creepy.org. See, there it is. It's listening to me, Red. Death row survivor Rommel Broom survived 18 lethal injections attempts as executioners were unable to find a suitable vein. He later died in prison from COVID-19. What? Are you serious? No.
We want to show the world our mistakes. Pose for the camera. Now you
got what? Come on. You got to be kidding me.
How many people did he kill?
Oh, but that's insane. Are you kidding me? It's got 2 L's in the last name. That's why. Rommel Broom.
How many did he kill?
Ohio killer Rommel Broom. He's sentenced to die for raping and killing 14-year-old Trina Middleton. Okay, he deserves that. Raping and killing a 14-year-old girl? Yeah, good.
For the rape alone, all these places where they stuck them and missed, it's fair. Just for the rape alone.
That's insane, man. I mean, how do you... They had difficulties for over 2 hours attempting to find a viable IV line. The execution was halted. He experienced considerable pain with 18 needle sticks. The second execution was scheduled for June, which was delayed until March, and he died from COVID in prison. I can't believe that's crazy, guys. Unbelievable.
That's justice.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Watching over this. The Lord was watching over this. He said, the Lord looked at it and said, maybe man's not going to understand this, but I do.
Hey, you think that's why John Wayne Gacy's thing took so long?
Could be.
Because that was like I always thought, man, they probably made stuff.
Alice Rocher watched that execution. Alice Rocher, I knew Alice. And Alice told me that his face contorted.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The IV was crimped. It didn't get all the medication down in there. That was when they were just starting it. That was in 1994, 1995. They had just started with the lethal injections. I always thought it was one shot where you just put in the needle, give one shot. But no, they got to have, IVs hanging up there and some not working, some working. They don't know who pulls the switch that way.
Yeah. Devin Morrill said he got off too easy.
I agree.
John Wayne Gacy, agree. Oh, totally agree. No, that guy is the epitome of
30. How about 39 times? How about they make 39 attempts at killing him?
See, so I went down that rabbit hole where it said that his last words were, "You can kiss my ass."
It's not true.
But I also heard
he was going.
I also heard that he said, "I got to kill 33 times. You only get to kill me once." I heard that somewhere too, but I think that's
there are authors that write these things up because, like I said, Alice DeRocher was there. Yeah. Should I tell the viewers who Alice DeRocher was?
Yeah.
Alice DeRocher, I actually told this on another broadcast for another host, but Alice DeRocher was married to Harvey DeRocher. Before she was married to Harvey, Harvey owned Good Humor Ice Cream, at least the franchise in Chicago. The branch office or the main office was in New York, but I worked there too. I'm the friendly man that sells Good Humor. I went around selling ice cream to kids. Anyway, my dad worked there, and she was a Alice was a waitress, and she was bringing up 3 children at home, and her son was giving her a hard time constantly. He wouldn't come home on time, didn't do what he was told, skipped school, all different kinds of things. And she laid the law down to him. She told him, if you're going to live in my house, you're going to live by my rules or get out. Well, he never came home. And Alice cried like a baby when they found his body, because they found his body underneath Gacy's home. And she fell apart. That's when Good Humor closed for the end. That's Harvey was dead, but that's when it closed permanently. And she said, she called me up. I lived in Sarasota at the time. And we talked for a few minutes. And then she told me, she said, I'm going to the execution tomorrow. And I said, really? And she said, oh, yeah, I want to see this. I've been waiting. My son is never coming home. And she said, I want to watch it. I want to make sure. And she did say she hoped he suffered. Wow. She called me afterwards the next day. And I said, how'd it go? And she was having a cocktail. She was having a drink. And she said, just fine. His face was contorted when he died.
Wow. That's great.
It made me think about him strangling my son.
Oh.
And how his face was contorted.
Wow.
So having a personal contact like that, it was kind of one of those things where I knew Alice. We never talked about her son. We knew he was missing, but they didn't find out until 1978 when they dug him up.
That's horrible. Oh. Well, let's see. So, Adam, speaking of Gacy, do you know his connection to the Ripper Crew? Wow, that's sad.
No.
His connection to the Ripper Crew? The hell are you talking about here?
Ryan, you come up with some strange stuff. I love you, buddy. Ripper. Never heard of Ripper Crew.
Let's see. All right.
He didn't make it famous. I'll tell you that much.
John Wayne Gacy and the Chicago Ripper Crew are likely linked through speculation and unverified claims, primarily due to the fact that Robert Gecht, the leader of the Ripper Crew, reportedly worked for Gacy's construction company, PDM Contractors.
Oh, I remember him. Yes, that it was a comment that he made. It was a comment that he made about it. It's unverified. Nobody knows about it. He's gone. But it was a comment that he made.
They were a satanic cult, an organized crime gang responsible for the abduction, rape, torture, mutilation of 17 women, primarily prostitutes. What the hell's the Ripper Crew? What kind of shit are we going down this hole? Oh my God! Come on.
To be fair, I have to say this, and it's. I'm not trying to hurt anybody here when I do say it, but let's just put it in a legal way. Most of the boys that he picked up had arrests for prostitution.
All right, so how the hell did we get from this Byron Black to the John Wayne Gacy?
Call him death. It's called death.
Holy mother God.
It's actually
all right. and thank you guys that are still sticking around. Timperoni, crazy how John Wayne Gacy got along.
Somebody else.
Crazy how long he did. No, it's crazy how long he did. That's just absolutely nuts. He got away with it for so long. He gets more and more brazen, man. The more I watch that and I listen to the police interviews, the cops that interrogated him, and you go, this guy was nuts. He
believed in that old adage: if at first you don't fricassee, fry a hen.
So Rico Suave's out there in Kansas City. The Austin yogurt shop murders were awful. I stopped. Rick, you guys are crazy. You guys are sending me down. And then here we go. Richard Speck. Can't even go there.
You know what his biggest mistake was? He left one girl alive. And she hid underneath the bed. And she testified against him in court and said, I played dead. I did this. I did that. And when he left, I called the police. And I was alive then. I remember it. That was on TV. And he had gone off and joined the merchant. Well, he was a merchant marine and going on Lake Michigan. And he came back and he was staying in these one night places. They got lucky when they caught him, but when they did catch him, man, he was gone. That woman, I don't know what her name is. Do you know what her name is, Adam? He left alive.
No, the one that got away.
She's the one. No, he left her alive. He left the apartment and she was hiding underneath one of the beds. He thought he killed her.
Huh.
She testified at his trial. she was Oriental. She was an Oriental gal.
Okay.
I felt sorry for her.
All right.
I was just a kid when that happened, but I remember seeing it on TV.
All right. Who's the guy who was just sentenced for killing the 3 girls, the college girls, somewhere in the Midwest?
Don't know. I'm going to look it up because I'm curious about her name now.
Just put away. But this guy, Brian Kohlberger. Do you know that name, Red?
No.
Okay, now this is a rabbit hole that I went down not too long ago, and so he was sentenced to 4 consecutive life sentences without parole for the November 2022 murders of University of Ohio students, 3 girls or 2 girls and a guy. Mm-hmm. And he took a plea bargain so that he could avoid the death penalty. And now Kohlberger's targeted the house. His motive remains. He was studying crime and crime scene shit in college. That's what he was going to school for. And he thought he was going to commit the perfect crime. And his knife, the sheath for the knife, he forgot it.
This is like a Leopold.
And that's the only thing that had like
Loeb murder. They studied it and they figured it out. And guess what? He left his glasses behind.
Yeah.
But for any of you who were as interested as I am, I looked and I found out. Let me tell you what it says. The only one student, Claudia Ann Casanova, survived the attack by hiding under a bed from Richard Speck. That's how she survived. Her name was Claudia Ann Casanova. Casanova. And that's the story.
Yeah.
I hate to leave a book half open.
He just pled guilty. How can you not know about this case? Thank you, guys. And John McShane with the win. He got the name out fastest. This guy's a creepo. This guy's a creepo. I watched his court case. He sat there sitting there in court while the judge is reading, and says, "Do you have anything to say?" And it's
looks like he had a lot to say.
I don't know, guys. It's a creep show. Body language.
This is the guy telling the show or telling the story. Oh,
yeah. Anyway, this guy, this dude, he sat there and he's a creeper, man. The judge is like, "Would you like to say anything?" No. It's there, man, and it's like,
I got to be honest with you. If I was in court and I pled guilty, and I was waiting for the sentencing, and they asked me if I had anything to say, I'd probably say no.
No, I've been caught.
I just pled guilty and said I did it. What do you got to say? Have mercy on me? Anything you say is going to piss off the judge. I don't care what it is.
So they're saying because this guy's socially awkward, just look at him. No, he can't be socially awkward.
He doesn't look socially awkward at all.
Not at all.
He looks like caught.
They're comparing him to the same social awkwardness as what Jeffrey Dahmer had when he went away.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
So they're saying like he probably isn't going to fare too well in prison because
Yeah, but you know, Jeffrey Dahmer was very, very unique. I don't know anybody other than him that used to eat the hearts and different organs, liver and other organs of people. I mean, he kept them in the refrigerator. I mean, the bodies may have gone into the acid, but he cut that heart out and he's fried up for dinner.
I can't, man. I can't. You know, I just can't.
I'm not
Go, how does somebody's head work like that? How does somebody's brain even get wrapped around? By the way, this video isn't it?
He used to take the skulls out. He used to take the skulls and get rid of the brains, and he, clean the skulls with the acid and put them on top of his bed at night.
Oh, that's creepier. No.
He was definitely a weird puppy.
He looks like Lurch. Yeah, that guy looks like Lurch. He's got that big forehead. Kidneys and beans. Dahmer was a Satan worshiper. Dahmer, so supposedly was Dahmer a Satan worshiper? I don't know if I ever read that he had like pentagrams.
I never read that, and I really looked into him a lot. He was mentally handicapped. I know that. His father fought extradition because he admitted his guilt to several crimes, and he admitted killing somebody in Ohio before he got to Wisconsin. And so they wanted to extradite him to Ohio. His father fought extradition. He wanted to keep him in he said Jeffrey had some real problems. He wanted to keep him in Wisconsin, but he never did because he never made it home. He allegedly hit on somebody and they hit on him back. Only they hit harder.
Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer was very organized. Oh, Albert Fish ate children. I don't know Albert Fish. Yes, he had a shrine to the devil. So I saw I was watching
he did have a shrine to the devil. He used to keep it above his bed. They showed pictures of that.
So, when he went to prison, he started talking to a chaplain. And he talking to the chaplain about God and then asked the chaplain to baptize him.
Yes. Did you know that when he went to prison, you talk about finding religion. When he went to prison, that was the first time he ever read the Bible. And he read it completely all the way through. And they said he understood it great. And he went to the prison chaplain, like you said, and he asked to be baptized. The other part I don't know, was he baptized?
Yes. And here's where you're going to get the chills. The day he was baptized was the same day that John Wayne Gacy was executed. And a full solar eclipse happened that day. Is that fucking creepy or what?
The Lord's trying to tell you something.
A coincidence. It's all coincidence, though.
Yeah. Nothing was planned. It just happened.
I don't know about that. So, okay.
Do we have anybody watching us here? I'm just curious.
Yeah. Elizabeth, one of my profs, one of my crime professors talked about a kid in his hood in San Francisco, would have been in the 50s, who used to hang pigeons. He built a gallows. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Adam. It's Ryan Brown. Back in 1994, my dad had a friend who was murdered, beat to death with a baseball bat. They asked the three kids who did what was the motive, and they said, we wanted to see what it felt like to kill someone.
A lot of people do kill for that reason.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's like Tony Rosado when he was murdered. He was a police officer. He was at Cabrini Green. He was on a walk and talk team trying to help underprivileged kids in Cabrini Green. And walking and talking, and Johnny Veal, 18 years old, part of a street gang, and Knight, Thomas Knight, who was not Thomas Knight, it was his last name was Knight though, was also a gang member. He was 17. They shot him with sniper weapons, and when they surrendered to Russ Ewing from WGN, I believe, but when they surrendered to him, they said, well, what motivated this whole thing, just like you said. And they said, well, we'd never killed a cop before.
Oh,
The sad thing is, they both got out of jail. They waited till the families were almost all gone, or they didn't care anymore. The sons and the grandsons and everything else, they didn't come to the parole hearings. I was at one parole hearing, and Lou, his sister, turned around and said something to the effect that the animals should never get out. And they said, you can't call him an animal. He's a human being. And she looked at him very viciously and said, he killed my brother. To me, he's an animal. And he'll always be an animal. I don't care what you say. You can't tell me what to say. That's my speech. Write it down. I liked Lou. I liked her a lot. It was a shame when Tony died. That was 1970.
So Elizabeth Francis, one of my crime professors talked about a kid in the hood in San Francisco who used to hang pigeons. He built the gallows. He invited all the kids as witnesses. They were all creeped out, but they never ratted him out. Later, he did a family annihilation murder. All the elders said he was such a nice boy, but the friends weren't surprised when it happened. Because that's like Dahmer, man. Like they start out as like, wanting to hurt animals and shit, and then they end up crazy.
I don't know. Dahmer, to me, Dahmer was a gay thing because when he was in high school, he was actually looking for somebody to have a relationship with, and the guy said he was going to talk about him, so he killed him. And then they moved him on to Wisconsin. He just was picking on minority kids.
But he started with the animals, with the taxidermy and all that shit as a kid.
In high school. He did.
High school. All right.
At the same time, one of those guys came home with him. They were on the wrestling team. And they started wrestling, and it got carried away. And Dahmer admitted to him that he wanted to do more than wrestle with him. And the guy tried to kill him, and he killed him back. And when he took him out in the backyard and chopped him up in pieces and left him.
Bones everywhere, yeah.
Well, that's the one where they wanted to bring him back for that trial. And his father said, no, keep him in Wisconsin. Because they had the death penalty in Ohio, and they didn't have it in Wisconsin. So he couldn't get death penalty in Wisconsin. And even the one that he killed in Illinois, they never charged him with that one. He killed him. He picked him up at on Wells Street.
Yeah.
And took him over to what's the name of that hotel? The Drake Hotel. Hotel. And when he's up in the hotel, he kills him. And then after he kills him, he orders 2 suitcases. And he gets the 2 suitcases, brings them up, puts the body pieces in there, and takes them back to Wisconsin.
Oh.
He tells the concierge, you got somebody to get my bags for me? I can't carry both of them.
Dahmer was obsessed with the Exorcist movie. It was on in his apartment. He used to play it when the people would come in. All right, what's about this Washington sniper that was shooting people from the back of a truck with a .22 back when you were in high school?
Yes, I remember that quite well, Rick. He was he had a hole. He had a hole where he took the back seat out of the car, and he had a hole where the key goes in to open up the car. And he kept trying to turn himself in. And he was having more problems turning himself in than anything else. But I don't know how many people he killed. He killed a couple of people in gas stations. And it was on the Beltway where he just kept going around D.C. And he was afraid finally to stop because he's afraid, it's going to be like a scene from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid at the end where everybody came out and just opened up fire on him. But what did happen to him, they were both taken alive. And what did happen to him was they were at a truck stop, and somebody got the reward, called it in, and police took him without incident. And I don't think they were executed. Look it up, the DC sniper. I don't think they were executed. They went to prison. The young guy was only like 16, 17 years old.
That was the back of the car. That's when the guy was in the back of the trunk and had the lock all them pop right through the trunk.
That's the one.
different. This is different, I think. I think that the Rick Charlton's talking about a different one, or Tim Peroni, rather. Some of the different one. What about Washington sniper that was shooting back a truck, not the back of the car?
Is that Washington State? I don't know what goes on out there.
I don't know. Maybe it's Washington State. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Tim.
Anyway. It was Scott H. Malvo. It was two guys, Malvo and Muhammad. Okay.
Yes, those were the Washington. That was the Washington D.C. snipers.
Malvo and Muhammad. Thank you.
I don't know if they're dead or alive. I know they got sentenced though. The kid was like
Minneapolis mass shooter. Jamal Mitchell's calling an onslaught. I'm not seeing any. No, this is Somali, Minneapolis. I'm not seeing this.
Punch into DC sniper.
DC sniper. No, now it's taking me it's taking me to this shit, man. It's taking me to this.
Let me read it to you. DC sniper attacks. The DC Beltway sniper attacks were a series of coordinated shootings that took place in October 2002 in Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. The DC sniper attacks started in February of 2002. 7 people and 7 others were injured. He killed 7 people and 7 others. I'm reading Wikipedia here, guy. I want to see if either of these guys, they were in the back of a 1990 Chevy Caprice. Muhammad,
it was a Chevy Caprice. Mm-hmm.
Was sentenced to death, and in 2009 he was executed by lethal injection. Malvo, the juvenile, and he was juvenile, received 6 life sentences in Virginia. Malvo's life sentences in Virginia were vacated without parole on appeal. So he's just going to spend the rest of his life in prison. He was 16 when he went in. So you talk about wasted life. And that was allegedly his mentor that taught him how to do this.
God.
He was going to teach him the ways of Allah, Muhammad.
Yeah.
She taught him. I remember that, Tim Peroni. I remember when it was on TV and I watched it. I was diligent watching it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I lived in Palm Beach, and I used to get up and watch it on TV every day. I wanted to see if they caught him. It took forever to catch him.
23 days in 2002, a spree of random killings gripped the nation. I finally found it. Now the story of the DC sniper in his own words. I Sniper premieres Monday at 10 p.m.
I remember they tried to turn themselves in because they wanted to live, and they couldn't.
Yeah.
They actually called a Crime Stopper number, but they screwed it up. It went to the county instead of going to the state police, and they had moved. They were on the road. They moved.
Yeah. Wow.
So they could locate him. But I'm sure now he had a short, what was it, 2002 to 2009?
Yeah, that wasn't very long.
Nah.
Right? Not like this other Jamoke, 37 years.
No, this is 6 years, man. 6 years he was gone. And the kid, I looked at him and said, 16 years old. I believe that he was coerced and everything else. I mean, it was a very weird situation.
Right.
You very seldom have a 35-year-old me and a 16-year-old kid go out and commit murders together. Sad. Very sad.
Yeah. I Sniper. I just looked it up. And
I can't believe anybody would produce a movie like that.
It's a TV series, man. 55 minutes. Call the fall of 20 02, 17-year-old Malvo and Gulf War veteran John Muhammad terrorized the rain, shootings from inside the trunk of a blue Chevy Caprice, killing 10 people, injuring 3. But I can't watch it anywhere. It's not on a watch list anywhere. So
they didn't kill them all the same day. They killed them different times when they stopped. That's why it made them so. It wasn't one massacre. They killed one here, one here, one here.
Yeah.
And the one place that was dangerous that they told people to stay out of was gas stations. Any gas stations on the Beltway, they said don't stop there because they used to wait in the gas stations.
Shit, this thing's 8 episodes long. They did 8 episodes that it came out. Wow.
I haven't even seen it yet, and I give it a thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my. That's 8 hours of watching that. I'm not. No way. Not happening. Not wasting my time like that. But anyway, well, Red, it's been fun. Thanks for coming on today. It's been a blast having you. And for those of you that stopped in today, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. The weekend's almost here.
God bless you.
God bless you guys. Have a great
I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to be on tomorrow in a different.
Tomorrow. Be back. See Red's channel. Adios.
Oh, what the fuck, man? Is that a fucking crow? Ma! Ma, there's a fucking snake on the fucking electrical post! What the fuck is it doing? Is that a fucking crow? Ah, you fuck. You motherfucker. Leave the fucking bird alone! Ah, fuck it. Ah, take him out of his fucking misery. All right, put him down. Put him down. How the fuck is that thing gonna get off the pole? Mom!
I can't help it. Have a great day, guys. See you, Red.
Bye.